Here's my new friend right here. Oh, the truffles I lost and then some. Hoo-hoo. I hope it wasn't too hard. Keep that sickle for your troubles.
Welcome to Pridewen, traveler, the greatest kingdom on Aeternum. Well, to be precise, it's a regency currently, but that will change. Have you come from the beach, then? We've had disturbing reports. Not just the self-proclaimed king squatting down there, but something even worse. So it's true, then? God's ears. The worst part is that it's all happening on the eve of the most fortuitous... Why, nothing less thrilling than the return of the true heir. Sir Gawain is coming home after centuries to finally claim the throne of High King Artorius. Of course, however, Knight Regent Jin Jay is officially still in charge of our fair town. Don't feel you have... I just sent another nuke. Sounds like her. A sailor's tongue, all right. Probably someone you shouldn't consort with. Appearances, you know. So again, welcome to Pridewen. Check in at the inn, see the Regent when you can, and join us in celebration when the true heir returns.
Can you sense that Night Vale Hallow is upon us? Cold mists creep from the hills. Darkness shrouds the forests in gloom. And above, the baleful moon watches all. Something wicked has come.
Welcome to the Regent's Rise. Sleep here and wake up feeling like a king. You here to check in? Be my guest. Ooh, literally.
Now there's a familiar face. About time you caught up. Here we find ourselves in a little village pulled straight from the Middle Ages. Is it me? Or does nothing on this island make any sense at all? No doubt. For a place where everyone gets eternal life, you'd think it'd be more calm, dull even. Not saying I'd like that, mind you. One thing that is the same, though, is cold, hard coin. You have it or you don't. We're both a little light in the pocket, but I did sell that loot we collected, so there's your share. Never let it be said Grace O'Malley doesn't pay her debts. Well, you got that coin I just gave you, so I'd suggest you get to spending it. Buy yourself a new blade, some new boots, whatever. Ah, yeah, you should check out the trading post in the storage. And then what do you say? Let's meet in the tavern. All right.
Night and bold explorers, as I've wandered every corner of this island we call home. Let's go! Keep it together! Dig in! Woo! Come on now! I've met kings of earthly nations, seen the gods of all creations, tasted the wine at every station, from sands to misty moors. But the partings that we weather, and the memories we treasure, are the souls we've lost forever on Aeternum's forgotten shores.
Lively little ditty there. Kinda oversells the place, don't you think? I sure won't be calling this place home. But hey, aren't you popular? Messenger from the Night Regent herself was looking for you. Getting fancy, aren't we? She's keen to have a word with you up at the keep. Word around town says the Night Regent's just a puppet, and some minister Lochnear's actually running things. And then this true air business. You'd think that's what drew the crowds. But Barkeep says it's really just people fleeing from trouble at the outlying farms. Sounds like some kind of plague. People turning on their friends and neighbours with cold murder in their eyes. Unlike those red-eyed bastards on the beach, these folks aren't possessed. Seems like they don't have any souls at all. I didn't trust all the shite coming out of that oaf's mouth. But maybe there was some truth to it. I'd be more interested to hear what the Night Regent has to say, particularly if there's mention of coin. I'm right here if you need me.
This island is filled with trials. So be prepared to learn who you really are. Man is like pepper. You only know him when you've ground him.
Farmers tonight, the miners, no word in days. We need to know what's going on out there, Lochnear.
The people are simply distracted. Word has spread of the true heir's return. As acting regent, you have served Pride One faithfully, and I'm sure this is unsettling for you. But you can set aside your concerns.
When the new king is ready to assume his duties, I will gladly stand down. But not before.
Of course. Now, I have preparations to attend to.
Ah, you must be the one from the beach. Selpain believes you to be honorable, and I trust his judgment. But we saw signs of corruption by the... That is, Not what I wanted to hear. But I see the sincere... You should know that with all the excitements for the return of the true heir. However, the Minister Locknear believes the return of the royal bloodline will solve all problems. I feel strongly that we cannot afford to wait for Gawain. Oh, I'm sorry. This is poor form on my part, dropping all my troubles on your boots. I would not impose on someone who just arrived. Still, with the remaining nights spread thin, you're probably able to get me answers faster than they can.
That's just it. We don't know. The foreman there, Alia Musa, is a personal friend, and she usually visits once a week. But it's been a month. If you're truly willing, I would ask you to check on Foreman Musa and report back.
Hey, are you the one I've been hearing about? Yes, you must be. You match the description. People talk around here, you know. They say you've been quite a help, and I was like, well, why haven't they helped me? But then I realized, silly Geardy, it's because you haven't asked. Yes, honey. Honey so delicious it's called devil's honey. I have a special reserve up on Hiraeth Lookout.
Come, Seeker, danger abounds, but your fortune will be grown. The lost banished, peace found. When the true heir takes mountain and dale speak the tale, a warrior of wit and renown. Artorius raised them strong and brave, a true heir for his crown. For the heir, bring flowers fair, that we may build a path of bloom.
Ah, yes, yes. Gawain's return will restore Prydwen's glory. The Knight Regent has performed well with my counsel, but she sometimes exceeds her mandate. For now. But she would do well not to concern herself with matters our new king can better adjudicate. Tell me, has she enlisted you in one of her endeavors? Well, aren't we proving our value quickly? I'm sure the king will also be grateful for those who willingly submit to his guidance. It's not my place to countermand the Knight Regent's orders, but I would hate to see a prospective resident waste their time. The tavern is open, you know.
Love keeps you warm, but so does wool. Come to me if you ever need something stitched. I've made a fair garment for many a fine folk, even my darling Eddie, who isn't back yet. Yes, my foolish heart can't help long for my Eddie. He toiled too hard in the mines. This is the first time he's missed our anniversary. I'd go to the mines myself, but his favorite turkey is roasting away. that'd be lovely. Tell that oaf he has a wife who loves him more than the mines do. And then, gently remind him that it's our anniversary today.
I'd help you settle in. But I'm the one who needs help right now. We've lost men, lost equipment. I have to build strong defenses for the Regent and her people. But how can I do that without resources? I wish that you could retrieve the miners. Such hard workers, all of them. All equipped with picks that date back to Artorius' reign. Maybe you could retrieve...
The true heir sought to save us once. The lost will learn, be forever turned. They'll know them as our one true king.
Ever wonder why they say knight in shining armor? They could have said knight in broken armor, knight with rusted sword. No, to be a hero, you've got to dress like one. Let me help you. A true diva never reveals their secrets, honey. Especially to strangers. No matter how cute the strangers are. Visit me more, and then maybe I'll tell you how I do this.
Sweetheart, are you hiding? Did you get out of your crib? Yeah.
I won't leave here. Not till every last one of us is safe. The others depend on...
Aha! There's my honey! I mean, my honeycombs. I wasn't calling you my honey. That would be absurd, but yes, this is fantastic! I'm gonna whip us up some honey cakes right away. You did me a good turn with my devil's honey. I'm thinking I might have, seeing as how everyone is talking about battening down the hatches here to protect against the lost, I think we need to stock up on spirits. And I think I might know a spot to get our hands on some perfectly aged wine from the old world. Beth said, sure. Grab as many jars of wine as you can find there. We'll...
Eight, 9, 10. The miner's heirloom picks are all here. All accounted for and in good condition. This will be a big aid to building our defenses. You have my friendship, Rajal Sadak. And my time. And an odd job if you ever have need of one. We are always on the lookout. Let me give you a tip, Rajal Sadak. No one cares where you came from. We care about what you can do. The Regent made me her master builder after she saw my work. Though, she probably regrets that now. Well, I've run into some supply troubles. I was expecting a shipment of stone, timber, and leather this week. Nothing's turned up yet. Oh? Would you? That'd be most excellent. You'd need to cut trees to gather wood and crush...
Oh dear, blast that dumb cop! I told him to stay with me today. But no, he had to go to the mines and pick at another rock. I'm sorry too. There will never be another Eddie. I remember the first time he handed me his coat in the rain. Our first... Thank you for bringing me the news. Even if it wasn't what I expected.
Great! You brought exactly what I needed. The right type and the right amount. Were you always this resourceful? You're a good person, Rajal Sadak. You're going to do very well here on Aeternum. I hope to see more of you. Have you made friends here? You seem like someone a person would be lucky to call a friend. Back home in Syria, we always repay favors. You've helped me a lot. I hope I can return the favor. Words to live by, Rajal Sadak. You could be knight material, and I want to see you make it through a few more summers at least. Has anyone taught you how to make a sword? I suppose I must do everything around here. I'm sure that once I teach you to make a sword, you'll be able to supply armories. You have that industrious look about you.
I'm your friend. After all those years in that hole together, don't make me do this! Stay back! I won't tell you again! Forgive me. Whoa, you! If you thought you were going to the mines, think again. If you have loved ones in there, I don't know what to tell you. Almost everyone's fallen lost and no support from Pridewind in sight. Oh, so now she sends someone. And a stranger who's not even a knight. I sent dispatches informing the region of what happened, and I even said, send every knight available. Doesn't look like that's what's happening. For a while, some of the miners were holding out, fighting back with their picks against the teeth and claws of their now withered friends. At this point, it's probably a lost cause. I can't imagine that any of them are still standing. You're brave, I'll give you that. But we're not talking about a handful of withered. We're talking about the whole damn mine. Look for that stubborn Elias Derrick and anyone else who's not fallen, and then get them and yourself out of there quickly.
Look for Elias. He was trying to fight back. I'm making a run for it.
I thought I'd never get out of here. Thank you.
The mine's lost! Everyone is withered! I'm getting out of here!
Oh, finally, a sign of hope. A brave warrior battling their way through the withered. Oh, it's beyond a relief to see you up here. Now maybe we can find a way to reclaim the mine. And for that I'm mighty grateful, sure enough. But we can't go without dealing with that infernal relic that caused this disaster. I saw it with my own eyes. An ancient tablet unearthed from its rocky tomb. I had a bad feeling about it from the start. An ill omen, to be sure. Nah, I told the crew no one was to touch the damn thing. It was thrumming with some unholy energy. I wanted to get the sage Moira out here to study it. Of course, never got the chance. Next morning, the first of the miners fell to the curse. And then the lost pirates attacked. Hunting for that tablet, no doubt. Yeah, and they're guarding the tablet like it's some kind of treasure. If we don't destroy that damn thing, I fear the curse will spread beyond the mine. You're clearly capable, and I won't complain. I'd go with you, but I'm plumb exhausted from this ordeal. And I'm not much of a fighter. But don't forget, Sage Moira needs to see what started this. Smash the tablet and collect the fragments, and then bring them back. We'll leave together, or not at all.
You did it then? Shattered the tablet? God's blood! I'm glad I didn't send you in there to your doom. I'd have felt bad about that. I hate to abandon the mine, but with the tablet gone, maybe these pirates clear out and we can get back to work after time passes. If anyone's left, that is. Haha, Musa. She's a stubborn one, all right. I'll wager she's still waiting at the mine's entrance. I'll go and try to convince her to come back to town. But you, my friend, you must make haste back to Prydwen. Tell the Night Regent what happened here, and give the tablet fragments to Sage Moira. Yeah, let's hope. If anyone will know what in tarnation that thing is, it'll be Sage Moira. Let's hope it's not related to those rumors from the southern farms. I'll go and round up Foreman Musa and the others. Meet me back in town when this is over, and the first round of Gerties is on me.
You return. Excellent. Minister Lockney said I sent you on a fool's errand. But I can see from your expression you bring dark tidings. What did Foreman Musa say? Tell me the miners are all right.
I can't tell you how disappointed I am to hear that. I have failed in my duty to protect the people of Prydwen. The warnings were there, and I allowed them to be ignored. From this moment forward, I will take every precaution to ensure the people of Prydwen are safe, inside and outside these walls. We will start by discovering how this disaster at the mine began. Surely someone saw something.
Such relics are better left in the earth. The ruins of Aeternum hold dangerous secrets that are best left uncovered. We'll need to have Sage Moira study this tablet for answers. If it can even be recovered, I suppose. Excellent. Then, but before you go, what of Foreman Musa? But I received no dispatches at all. This makes no sense. Unless... well... perhaps Minister Lockney will be able to surmise how this occurred. I'm sorry to impose further, but after seeing Sage Moira, could you look for the minister in the town square? Tell him I require his counsel. Urgently.
Ah, I've just seen Elias and learned of the tragedy at the mine. Are you the one who recovered the fragments of this tablet they stumbled onto? Very interesting. Elias said they unearthed this tablet, but it has signs of extensive weathering. Yes. It has clearly been exposed to the elements. I will have to study these fragments more closely. In the meantime, you are new to Pridewin, are you not? Quite a moment to arrive. Do you know our history? On the precipice of Sir Gawain's return to claim the throne, you should learn the significance of this event. Let me tell you the full story. King Artorius arrived on Aeternum 700 years ago to discover a people scattered and divided. Promising order, he united southern Aeternum for the first time since the era of the Ancients. The king's rule was built upon the armor-clad shoulders of his sworn knights. Courageous Sir Gawain, fierce Sir Lancelot, and the loyal Sir Galahad. Their valor was tested when hordes of corrupted attacked from the north, guided by none other than the king's fallen advisor, the wizard Mirrodin. In the wake of the conflict, King Artorius was gone. Fate unknown as the kingdom crumbled. Lancelot left seeking vengeance, and Galahad to create a new life. But Sir Gawain was heir to the throne. He departed, seeking only divine blessing for his rule. Pridewin was in a dire state, ravaged by war, its people demoralized. It was Minister Lochner who held the town together, safeguarding the throne for Gawain's return. But Sir Jinjay of Ebonscale Reach captured the hearts of the people. After so many dark years, she emerged as a beacon of hope and was appointed Knight Regent. Now the minister informs us he spotted Sir Gawain's sails on the horizon. And we prepare for the true heir to finally come home and claim his throne. Now perhaps you understand how momentous Gawain's return really is. And why it's so worrisome to hear this news from the mine, and from the farms. Though Minister Lochner has been keeping it quiet to avoid a panic, we've had quite a few refugees claiming their farms are overrun with lost. But Lochner assures me it's under control. If you have further questions, ask him. I must get to studying these fragments. Let's hope they yield answers.
After so many years without our true leader, it's natural to have doubts. But I assure you, the hour draws near. The bloodline of Artorius will soon sit again upon the throne. What we have endured here pales in comparison with what challenges Gawain has faced in his long journey home. But he has persevered for you, the people of Pridewin. We must ask ourselves, how will we show, nay prove, to our new king that we are as devoted to him as he is to us. When the hour arrives, I know he will find his subjects have remained true. And we will honor him as we once honored Artorius himself! And pledge our undying loyalty. Ah, our brave newcomer returns. I understand the Knight Regent dispatched you to the mines. A lot to ask of a guest, but it's her prerogative. Do tell, though. I hope the situation there wasn't as dire as it sounded. She said that, did she? Well, yes, I do recall receiving at least one dispatch. But her demands were absolutely out of the question. The foremen wanted us to send all our knights to help defend the mines, but that was, of course, impossible. With all the preparations for the return of the true heir, we simply can't dispatch. I was preparing to send a few knights, but then I was told that you had been given the task. Oh, by all means, tell her I will come as soon as I finish my vital work on behalf of the true heir, which was proceeding apace before I was interrupted.
You return, but without Minister Lochner. I assume he claimed he was too busy with his preparations. While you were away, Foreman Musa visited and related the whole story from the mines. She says the day after the mysterious tablet appeared, lost pirates attacked the mines, seemingly out of nowhere. These pirates could only have come from the Beseth shore to the north. There was a den of brigands there, and now they are apparent. This seems to be an alarming trend, and we must find the source of it. I have already dispatched Sir Payne to the north, which is my duty as Knight Regent. Lochner will not be pleased, but perhaps he will now deign to pay me a visit. You are eager and courageous, and it is most welcome. My hope is that you and Sir Payne can deter the pirates from further incursions, and discover what drives them. May fortune go with you both.
Good of you to join us, my valiant friend. I heard about your heroics at the mine. You definitely have the makings of a knight. For now, we are simply grateful to have your support. Not quite a full contingent here, I'm afraid. Before you do anything else, you must build yourself a campsite. It's the wise move when we're this far from Pridwen. There's a splendid spot nearby. Set your tent, relax a bit if you like. We'll be here. Ah, you're back. I'm at a bit of a loss here. A few months ago, this barren beach had nothing but a smattering of pirates. Now it appears to be a war camp. More pirates and supplies arriving by the minute. Indeed. It's gonna take an army to drive them out, and we currently lack an army. Perhaps we should pursue a more honorable approach to resolving this conflict. You two stay here and defend our position. I will go forth and challenge the leader of the pirates to a duel. And when I am victorious, I will demand that they withdraw from these shores forthwith, never to return!
Oh, well, yes. Good point. I suppose our options will be more limited then. I'm afraid I'm not much of a strategist in a scenario like this.
What do you think would be most prudent? That's a grand idea. They've been unloading cargo using the smaller rowboats.
on, you stiff-necked fool. What possible interest would I have in spying on this pathetic little outpost you got here?
You see, that is precisely the kind of thing a spy would say, particularly when she was caught creeping around near our camp.
Tell me this then, Sir Wisdom. What exactly would I be wanting to learn? How you scratch your arse in an iron suit?
Ha! Trying to distract me with insults, eh? But it won't work.
Took your sweet time getting here. I was sizing up the pirate base until this suspicious sod nabbed me. Can you tell him I'm not a spy? Yeah, very funny.
Ah, well, if you know her, then I suppose that we could give her another chance. But I'll have my eye on you, young lady.
Better keep your eyes to yourself, unless you want them poked out.
Bravo, my bold friend! I feared the pirates would overwhelm you, but it seems you are nigh unstoppable. And I suppose if you're willing to vouch for Miss O'Malley, we'll give her the benefit of the doubt. For the moment, at least. The woman claims she snuck into the pirates' den and there are hundreds within. But can we really trust her? After all, she is a pirate herself. Very well, then. If she's to be believed, the source of this plague on our lands may well be inside. You'll have to hear her account yourself. If you're willing to venture into the den on her word...
Well now, I do hope you straightened everything out with Sir Pain in me arse. I tried to tell that sod, if you want to defeat these pirates, I know the way. Not spy, and they've got some loot. I'll tell you. But if you go in, I'll be expecting some treasure in exchange for my information. I worked hard for it after all. So here it is. There's a glowing altar in there, and the bastards are drawn to it like flies to a carcass. Smash the damn thing, and I bet they'll all buzz off. For someone like you, maybe. Not for me. But hey, don't forget our deal. Snatch me up some valuables in there, and we'll be that much closer to getting a ship.
Oh, have you ever met such coordinated pirates? It's like they went to school or something. How will people ever find their way to Pridewen if they can't even survive this beach? I was a baby and an absolute terror. Folks here say I used to leap out from behind trees and startle them. My bag had a fleur-de-lis, and I spoke a little French back then. Royal? Ha! Hardly. I just want to make these pirates cry for their mothers. If only they didn't have so many weapons and barrels of gunpowder. Oh, what a good way. I'll keep watch here and make sure. handy with gunpowder barrels. Had Sir Payne witnessed this, he might have even made you a squire. Oui, Sir Payne sees the spark of a knight in me. I have to train more, and fight more, and impress the regent. But you'll see, I'll become a knight soon. Then everyone will call me Sir Ash.
Well, now, look who made it in and out of the pirates' den safely. I knew you could do it. Unlike this sod. Tell me, did you find that glowing altar? See there? We make a good team. I go in first, all sneaky-like, and get the lay of the land. Then you follow up with force, taking care of business. Of course, for a partnership, it's vital all parties profit in a venture. Now that's a right decent friend. This'll get me a bit closer to securing my ship.
No surprise there. Miss O'Malley gets what she wants and disappears. I do hope your courage accomplished more than padding her coin purse. I can only imagine the filth you had to wade through to reach the heart of the pirate's den. Did you find the foul sorcery Miss O'Malley claimed was interesting? Perhaps that's why we're seeing even fewer of the scoundrels coming ashore than before. This revelation should be taken back to the Knight Regent with all haste. I must keep vigil here. Ensure these scoundrels don't attempt any further incursions to the south. You must go alone and go quickly. Use the Spirit Shrine to return to Pridewind. It's a bit jarring, but time is of the essence.
Welcome to the Regent's Rise. Sleep here and wake up feeling like...
Oh, yeah.
I have to confess, seeing you return brings me a great deal of relief. I need people I can trust, now more than ever. In fact, your enterprising friend, Grace O'Malley, was here. She drives a hard bargain, but I am strongly considering her offer. Grace says she was with you up north, and the pirates were rallying to some strange altar. Is it possible it's connected to the tablet from the mine? Exactly. She's been studying the fragments you brought back from the mine for a while. Surely she's learned something. If so, I would ask you to work with Moira to follow up on any leads. I, unfortunately, must attend to less pleasant matters. Yes, you've earned that right. I must soon deal with Minister Lochner's disrespect head-on. He's avoiding me, and there are things he must answer for. I must handle this myself, though. You should seek out Moira straight away. Dealing with this plague of lost is the kingdom's...
My peers are probably having a good time fishing somewhere on the island, sharing tale. Meanwhile, I thought it would... Well, I've had my fill of Mineworks advisor for the Regent. She...
Oh, just the person I was hoping to see. Comparing the tablet fragments to other stonework from the region, I believe I found where it came from. I know you've just returned from the north. If it's true that the pirates are indeed all lost, did you see anything similar to the tablet? Well, it's hard to say for sure, but it's possible it comes from the same place. The ancient ruins of Caladan in the Eastern Wood. Caladan, and indeed all the ruins of Aeternum, are shrouded in... Of course, and you are better suited than I am. Before you go, however, let me tell you what we do know of the ancients that once walked these lands.
Aeternum's ruins tell the tale of a magnificent civilization that once dominated the island. Its architects, the ancients, discovered or possibly created the energy we call Azos. In the millennia that followed, humanity came from countless prehistoric cultures. Sumeria, China, Egypt, and more. They were called to explore the sea, summoned by the ancients to this island. These early arrivals worshipped the ancients as gods. They toiled under the ancients' guidance, building hundreds of monuments and towers. But humanity's savage nature could not be tamed. Wars broke out, and amid the chaos, corruption first appeared. To combat this new menace, the ancients imbued a chosen few with gifts. These heroes were granted monumental powers and life eternal. The wars raged on for centuries, and the ancients blessed entire armies. But most of the human vessels degraded into mindless skeletal warriors. Those wars ended millennia ago, and the ancients disappeared. But their haunted guardians still protect the ruins, oblivious to the fact their cause has long since lost its meaning.
Now you know why most on Aeternum avoid ruins at all costs. I myself have only visited Caladan once, but if we're to find answers, that's where we'll be. You're a brave soul, but don't go too deep. There are unspeakable dangers down there. Stick to the surface. That's where our tablet came from. Go, now.
That's a fine-looking sword, Rashal Sadak. It would almost rival the swords in Syria. I'm not surprised. Drop by at the tavern any time you want to drink, all right? I'll tell you stories of the High King Artorias you wouldn't believe.
Well, if it isn't the Night Regent's new page. On an errand even now, I presume. I am curious what merits such urgent attention when Jay's duty as regent so soon draws to an end. The Night Regent should not be conducting affairs she can't reveal to her people. Wouldn't you agree? I've served as Pridewin's minister since before her birth. I should be informed of this matter. You presume much, page. I simply wish to convey any pressing matters to the true heir when he arrives. Keep your secrets, but know this. Prydwen will be united as never before to honor the royal bloodline. Nothing else matters.
Did you venture forth for freedom or fame? I came here to live happily with my sweetheart, a Moorish woman. We both fled from impending execution for our forbidden love. Who knew I'd one day crave death, like water in the desert? It is when you're the reason your woman is no more. Even the moon burns you. Fatima's soul, she came to me in a dream the other day. Would you? We would...
These altars in Caladan seem to have some sort of power over the lost. Power might be the wrong word, but definitely some kind of influence. I can use young Giza's notes to figure out how to channel their essence. And if I can't tap into their magic, maybe I can convey them to where they'll be most useful. I must think this plan through to support my true king in the way he deserves. Only then can I join him. The ancients clearly had ways of controlling the Guardians. I wonder if...
Gracias, kind soul. Fatima always loved her. She said mirror...
I'm thankful to have found you, young one. I fear I may have missed some additional clues on the fragments. I came after you right away. Before I speak further, however, did you find anything of interest in the ruins? Lochner? Out here, studying the ruins? Why, that makes no sense at all. Let me see these notes. These notes are very troubling. It's hard to say exactly what Lochner seeks to achieve, but it does not seem like it's for the good of Prydwen. Yes, that much is clear. But we cannot leave yet. In my further study of the fragments, I saw new clues. The tablet's not from Caladan, but rather Antares. I know I've already asked much and offered poor direction, but Antares is close. I'm pleading with you. Please investigate before we return to Prydwen. Whatever you find, come back, and then we will return to Prydwen, inform the Night Regent, and confront Lochner. Your friend Grace has come with dire news from Pridewin. But first, you have to tell me what you found. Any further clues to Lochnear's plans?
Is that what the bastard's up to? That's more twisted than even I imagined. But it might explain what happened back in Pridewin. The Night Regent went to confront the good minister, and instead, she found him leading a crowd down south to welcome the true heir.
Now that's not so strange. If Gawain has arrived, it makes sense. Perhaps this is a misunderstanding, and Lochnear is simply trying to lead the lost away.
Call yourself a sage? Look past your scrolls to see the man's behaviour. Even the Night Regent knows Lochnear's gone mad. And let me tell you, she's not happy. I don't know if she's thinking that far ahead yet. She just hopped on her horse and rode off, shouting at me to find you and meet her at Purdue Farms.
Ah, then she's expecting a fight. Going to find Sir Priscilla, a fellow knight and confidant who hasn't come to Pridewen in many moons. This is serious. Though my scrolls may not have all the answers, I might find a way to counteract the sorcery Lochnear seeks to employ. I should very well.
The Night Regent asked me to scout the eastern farms on the way, so I'll mark Sir Priscilla's place on your map and meet you there.
Pitching hay and shoveling manure. It doesn't suit you, Priscilla.
Puts my mind at ease. Clear, complicated work.
And when was the keen swordplay of our most beautiful knight ever complicated?
I only raise my sword now to keep the lost at bay.
Priscilla, you're not making any sense.
I can't even say it. You wouldn't believe me anyway. We were naive to be so hopeful.
I cannot imagine what's come over her. Sir Priscilla was Pridewin's most honorable knight. And now, when we need her most, she refuses my orders. Everyone seems to think Gawain's already assumed command. Lockney is in outright defiance. He's changed. I don't even know him anymore. Is that what you discovered in the ruins? Was Lockney behind the strange tablet at the mine? The pirates, too? I am having trouble understanding what his ultimate goal is. Or if he... I don't know. I now question everything the minister said, but the knights at Aeternum Keep did meet Sir Gawain. Priscilla did tell me that much.
If you're expecting to have more luck flying me for answers than the Knight Regent, think again. I don't know you, and I sure as hell don't owe you anything. And truth be told, I don't owe her either. I've forsworn my oath. The politics of Pridewin are no longer my concern. I'm perfectly capable of defending my land and estate. Outside of that, it's none of my business what goes on, who falls, and who doesn't. The knights I served with at Aeternum Keep were the bravest, most loyal men and women I've ever known. To think of them as fallen, it's too much to bear. I believe that to be the case, though some may remain. I left one day, and I haven't gone back. If you want to know what's happened at Aeternum Keep, I suggest you go and have a look for yourself. Then, you can try to explain it to the Knight Regent. I've said as much as I'm going to say. If you are going to venture into Aeternum Keep, I suggest you don't tell the Knight Regent.
As royal ladies, we've always been protected. We led lavish lives in the Joseon court. And for a while, in Ebonscale, it's the first time we're living out in the wilds. Yes. Once upon a time, I was even destined to be queen. But I lost my betrothed to the sea, on our way to the island. My mother hasn't given up hope I will be married one day. She fears the worst, if I don't. That I'll turn. Mother grew up with tales. My mother.
Show me your smile. Ah, your teeth are radiant. Do you use miswak to brush them? In the Ottoman Empire, everyone had good teeth. Here, not so much. Here, people eat whatever they get. More days than a snail has teeth. I left to pursue my great ideas in my reckless youth. I still feel as reckless and almost as young. And if I can get enough wolf teeth, I'll finally be able to craft my invention. I already have 26 pearly white wolf fangs. I need 6 more, just like them. They should be from robust middle-aged wolves. Warriors, if you can spot them. You spotted the wolves well. Middle-aged, strong. Aggressive fighters must... Oh, these are the perfect the first of its kind. One
I have been ruined. I can't work like I once used to. Oh, what good are hands when your mind is occupied by the demons that plague your dreams? Scars. My father's mistakes wore him down till he broke. He always thought the world was better. He shattered when he saw the truth. He lost himself in making glassworks. People came from all over the island to buy them. He had a deep relationship with glass, knew exactly which mineral would elicit the color he desired. His works were treasures that brought hope. But now, they're lost in a house filled with horrors. Would you? I can't. It isn't easy.
Vitog Ok! Beatwork!
Tally, viewers! Das Hutgras. dazu Platz?